Okay, so today we will learn new chapter 9, Biology Form 4, Chapter 9, Nutrition and the Human Digestive System. Okay, 9.1, Digestive System, Sistem Pencernaan. Okay, structure of human digestive system. Human digestive system is made up of a long and muscular alimentary canal, salur pencernaan. Okay, the alimentary canal start from mouth to the anus. Okay, from mouth to the anus. Itu adalah panjang kita punya alimentary canal. So the parts of the alimentary canal include mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, usus kecil, usus besar, dan anus. Okay, so other organ in the digestive systems are liver, gallbladder, okay, liver, hati, okay, gallbladder pun dihempedu, and also the pancreas. Salivary, gastric, and intestinal glands secrete digestive juices into the alimentary canal. Okay, digestion. So types of digestion. So apakah itu digestion? Digestion ini adalah satu proses di mana large and complex pieces of food will break down into smaller and simple pieces, okay, that can be dissolved for easy absorption. Okay, so remember the keyword, breakdowns of large into smaller pieces. Okay, digestion made up of two parts. The first one is physical digestion and second one is chemical digestion. Okay, look at figure 9.1, human digestive system. So here this is mouth, pharynx, salivary gland, kelenjar air liur. We have tongue here, esophagus, liver, this is stomach, pancreas, this is bile duct. Okay, satu saluran, ductus, bile duct. Okay, this is the small intestine, this is large intestine. We have appendix here, rectum, and last one is anus. Okay, so physical digestion involve the mechanical breakdown of food from small to form small particles. Okay, so this will involve chewing and peristalsis. Okay, mengunyah dan juga peristalsis. Peristalsis means the movements of the food that you eat from mouth into the stomach. Okay, and chemical digestion is the decomposition process of complex molecule into simple molecule. So this one involve enzyme reaction. Sebab itu nama dia chemical digestion, meaning the decomposition process involve an enzyme. Okay, so the first one, digestions of carbohydrates in the mouth. The digestive process begins in the mouth. The presence of food in the mouth will stimulate the secretions of saliva, air liur, daripada kelenjar air liur, iaitu salivary glands. Okay. Saliva contain salivary amylase. This salivary amylase will hydrolyze the starch, okay, the complex molecule, okay, into maltose, smaller one. Okay, so pH of the saliva is from 6.5 to 7.5. So this pH is suitable for the salivary amylase to act at its optimum. Okay, so what happens? Starch add with the water. Okay, our saliva contain water, and with the help of the salivary amylase, it will hydrolyze the starch into maltose. Okay, so saliva will help food to form bolus. So this is bolus, Dia ball of food, bolus. Okay, so that it is easier to be swallow. Kalau kita kunyah makan kan, okay, mulut kita ada saliva. So what happened to your food after that? It will become bolus. So senang untuk kita telan. So when swallowing, the epiglottis will close the trachea opening. Okay, the epiglottis close the trachea opening to prevent the food to enter the trachea. Okay, mesti tutup itu opening opening of trachea. Kalau tidak nanti silap masuk ke dalam trachea. So remember, trachea is untuk pernafasan. Okay, so kena epiglottis will close the trachea opening lah. So in the esophagus, the food bolus will move by peristalsis. So what is peristalsis? So ingat, peristalsis itu adalah the movements of the food bolus from your mouth lah, through the esophagus, pergi mana? Pergi stomach. Okay, itu yang cara untuk kamu ingat. Movements of the bolus from the mouth through the esophagus into the stomach. But peristalsis ini, in detail, dia sebenarnya adalah rhythmic contraction and also relaxations of the muscle along the alimentary canal. Meaning, the muscle along the alimentary canal, dia akan contract, relax. Okay, so that the bolus can be pushed through the esophagus so that it can enter the stomach. So, itu adalah peristalsis. Okay, so look at this figure 9.2. Okay, the walls of the esophagus contract, relax, okay, so that the food bolus can be pushed through the esophagus entering the stomach. Okay, digestions of protein in the stomach. Okay, digestions of protein in the stomach. The surface of stomach, so meaning here, okay, class, meaning here, the digestions of carbohydrate start in the mouth, because in the mouth we have saliva, and the saliva contains salivary amylase. So this salivary amylase sangat sesuai lah untuk hydrolyze itu starch, carbohydrate. Okay, bila sampai di perut, apa yang berlaku di perut adalah digestions of protein. Okay, digestions of protein. The surface of the stomach wall is lined with epithelial cells that have undergone adaptation in structure and function to form gastric gland, kelenjar gastric. So these epithelial cells are chief cells, parietal cells, and mucous cells. Chief cells secrete pepsinogen. Okay, pepsinogen, and the parietal cell secrete the hydrochloric acid, and the mucous cell secrete mucus here. Okay, so this is structure of stomach and gastric gland tissue. So this is gastric gland. Ni gastric gland. So pepsinogen, okay, pepsinogen yang secreted tadi is an inactive enzyme. So inactive enzyme should be activated first. So dia akan diaktifkan oleh hydrochloric acid. Okay, hydrochloric acid. So now the pepsinogen will become pepsin. Okay, will become pepsin. So bila dia sudah aktif, pepsin itu akan menghidrolisis ataupun hydrolyze the protein in the stomach into smaller one, iaitu polypeptides. Okay, alright. The functions of hydrochloric acids are to prepare, number one, to prepare a medium with suitable pH. Here, iaitu lebih kurang 1.5 hingga 2 pH dia untuk pepsin itu bertindak. Number 2, to stop the enzymatic actions of salivary amylase. Meaning, salivary amylase dia tidak sesuai untuk bertindak pada pH yang rendah. Oleh kerana ada hydrochloric acid inside the stomach. So, salivary amylase action akan stop. So, meaning, di dalam perut, karbohidrat punya digestion tidak berlaku. Apa yang berlaku di perut adalah digestion of protein only. Okay, protein only. So HCl also kill bacteria in the food. Okay, and then mucus yang dihasilkan itu will protect the stomach wall from reactions of the HCl and the digestive enzyme. Okay, walaupun di perut itu the HCl is being produced, but ada apa? Ada mucus untuk protect stomach wall daripada tindakan HCl, hydrochloric acid. So the food in the stomach is mixed with gastric juice. Okay? Made up of hydrochloric acid and pepsin. So sekarang food itu churned by the peristaltic actions of the stomach wall for a few hours. So sekarang kita tidak panggil lagi food itu sebagai bolus, tetapi kita panggil dia chyme. Okay? Kita panggil chyme because dia sudah jadi semi fluid. Selepas beberapa jam di dalam perut, kita panggil makanan itu bukan lagi bolus but chyme. Okay? So now the chyme will enter the duodenum. Duodenum slowly when the sphincter muscle relax. Sphincter muscle relax. Okay, so duodenum itu adalah bahagian small intestine. Okay, so digestions of carbohydrates, protein and lipids in the small intestine. So usus kecil, small intestine, digestions of the carbohydrate akan continue again. And then protein also continue again in the small intestine. And lipid, dia baru start, the digestions of lipid start di mana? Di small intestine. Okay? Small intestine. So small intestine, dia consists of duodenum, tiga part, duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Duodenum is the first part of the small intestine that will receive the chyme from the stomach. Okay, so duodenum also receive bile, empedu, produced by the liver. Okay, so liver here will produce bile, and then duodenum also receive pancreatic juice secreted by pancreas. Okay, so remember pancreas will secrete pancreatic juices. Okay, so pancreas secrete pancreatic amylase, trypsin, and also lipase into the duodenum. Okay, duodenum is part of the small intestine through the pancreatic duct, ductus pancreas. Okay, pancreatic duct. Okay, so liver dia produce bile. Okay, gallbladder di sini pundi empedu, dia akan store itu bile. So now the bile will flow into the duodenum through the duct, the bile duct lah, ductus, dia punya saluran saluran di sini. Okay, functions of bile is to neutralize the acidic chyme. Because the chyme is from the stomach, so bile itu akan meneutralkan chyme yang berasid. Okay, and also bile also prepare alkali condition. So once again we need alkali condition, pH 7.6 until 8.6 lebih kurang. Okay, untuk enzyme activity in the duodenum. Okay, bile also emulsify lipids by breaking down lipids into tiny droplets to increase the surface area for lipase activity. So lipase is enzyme. Okay, so bile itu dia emulsify lipid itu, meaning dia break down the lipids into tiny droplet, so that when the tiny droplet will increase the surface area of the lipid, so the lipase enzyme easily act. Okay, easily act. Okay, and then duodenum here. Okay, duodenum, pancreatic amylase. Okay, pancreatic amylase, this is the amylase produced by the pancreas, will hydrolyze starch into maltose here. Okay, and then the trypsin will hydrolyze the polypeptide into short peptides, and the lipase will hydrolyze lipid into fatty acid and glycerol. So meaning di dalam usus kecil inilah berlaku ketiga-tiga digestion, karbohidrat di sini, protein di sini oleh trypsin, lipid oleh lipase. Okay, berlaku ketiga-tiga digestion di small intestine. Glands on the ileum wall secrete mucus and intestinal juice that contains maltase, sucrase, lactase, lipase, and erepsin. The alkali medium in the ileum allow enzyme to act as its optimum. So ileum is another part of our small intestine. Okay, so apa yang terhasil di situ adalah intestinal juice. Okay, intestinal juice mengandungi maltase, sucrase, lactase, lipase, erepsin begitu. So apa yang berlaku juga ada ketiga-tiga ini, karbohidrat, lipid dengan protein. Okay, karbohidrat, maltase, okay, enzyme, dia will hydrolyze maltose into glucose. So glucose adalah yang paling kecil. Sucrase enzyme, dia hydrolyze sucrose into glucose plus fructose. Okay, lactase enzyme will hydrolyze lactose into glucose and galactose, meaning daripada disaccharide dia akan hydrolyze menjadi monosaccharide. Okay, so lipid digestion, enzyme lipase dia akan hydrolyze lipid into fatty acid and glycerol. Protein digestion, erepsin, dia akan hydrolyze peptides into the smallest one, basic unit of protein, yaitu amino acid ataupun monomer of protein. So itulah yang berlaku di small intestine. Okay, so that's all for this today's subtopic. We will continue in the next class. Thank you.